Clash Royale 10 seconds deck. Using this deck, we can easily destroy the opponent's king tower in just 10 seconds. That is by just using 2 golden barrel pushers, and you can able to 3 crown him very easily. In this video, I have 3 gameplay for you guys. So try to learn all the tips and use this deck to get lots of 3 crowns into our next match. Jumping onto the first match here guys. We are using this deck. So let's start the match with the golden barrel first play. He easily defended with the lock spell. So since the lock is out of cycle, gonna play my princess next. So he played firecrackers on top of my princess. So I'm just gonna take the miner in and activate the king tower. A nice king tower activation here. So the princess will be died from the miner. So the miner will be pushed forward. I think he might play the skeletons right now to counter my push. So I'm gonna play my goblin gang next to counter the skeletons. And he responded with the earthquake here, so I'm just gonna wait for a second and just play the skeleton army in the opposite lane so as to bait out his log spell, so that I can just freely play the golden barrel next to get lots of value. With this deck, I'm just gonna play the golden barrel and then the mirror golden barrel, and then I just gonna play the clone spell next to get lots of value onto the king tower. So I think we can reduce the king tower to almost 50% of the health, so just gonna laugh at him because he really misplayed his lock down there. So I'm just gonna play the princess next to counter the skeletons as fast as possible. He responded with the firecrackers so that the firecrackers will easily destroy my princess. So I'm just gonna play the miner next to counter the firecrackers. So the firecracker is dead and the miner will move forward. I think I will play the earthquake as high speed to counter my miner. So since his EQ is out of cycle, I'm just gonna play the golden barrel as well as the mirror golden barrel as well as the clone to get the 3 crown in the first match. So let's watch how things work out in this real match. So gonna play my clone next and take out his king tower. So GG, well played, good game guys. Jumping onto the second match here guys. I'm gonna start the match with the skeleton army in the first play. So I think he'll play the log counter my skeleton army right now. Okay, since his log is out of sight, I'm going to split my goblin gang next. So he played the firecrackers to counter my goblin gang, pretty well played. So I'm gonna try to activate the king tower with the firecrackers here. So I'm just gonna play the golden barrel right now to take not damage onto the golden barrel and activate my king tower. So the firecrackers will be easily dead by the princess tower. So to counter the skeletons, I'm gonna play my princess right now. So I think he'll play the arrows next to counter my princess. So as arrows was baited out, I'm gonna play my skeleton army right next so that we can also bait out the log as well. So since the log is out of sight, I'm just gonna take out his firecrackers by playing the miner next. So the miner will definitely bait out his firecrackers and the firecrackers will easily destroy my miner. So let's use this deck's power. So I'm just gonna play the golden barrel as well as the mineral golden barrel. And then I'm just going to clone it so that the king tower's 50% of health will be removed. So it's a pretty well play. So I'm just gonna laugh at him. Next, he cycled this earthquake. So since the earthquake is out of cycle, I'm just gonna play my princess in the back so that the arrows will be baited out very easily. So the arrows is out of sight and he placed the skeleton as well as the firecrackers next to push forward. So I'm just gonna play the mine trying to reactivate the king tower, but the king tower is already active. But now the firecrackers is out of cycle. I'm just gonna play the golden barrel as well as the mirror golden barrel, and then use my clone spell to easily 3 crown this opponent. So GG, well played, good game guys. Let's hop onto this third match here guys with the same deck. So starting right now, I'm just gonna play the princess, which will be easily countered by the skeletons. So the skeletons will be easily able to counter my princess. So since the skeletons out of cycle, I'm just gonna play the inferno tower to counter the hog rider. But the hog rider will be easily destroyed by the inferno tower, but he plays a lightning spell to guarantee one shot on my tower. It's not a big deal guys, we can able to come back from this situation. So I'm just gonna play my goblin gang onto the right hand side here so that we can able to bait out this one spell. So since the log is out of cycle, I'm just gonna play my golden barrel next. And he ended up playing the Valkyrie to counter my golden barrels as fast as possible. So now the Valkyrie is moving forward. I think I have a plan, laying the skeleton army in the back as well as the princess to counter this Valkyrie. So the Valkyrie will be easily destroyed by the skeleton army and he ended up playing the firecrackers so that he will be able to counter my princess very easily. So the firecrackers will be able to activate my king tower. So I'm just gonna play the mirror princess at the bridge here guys. I think he definitely play the skeletons next. So I just predicted with the goblin gang here and I get lots of damage with my spear goblins. So the princess is taking lots of damage here and he ended up playing the log as well. So since this log is out of sight, I'm just gonna play my golden barrel next to get some damage here, guys. He ended up playing the princess and he tried to push forward with the P.E.K.K.A. in the back. So since the P.E.K.K.A. is coming, I think we need to easily defend with the Inferno Tower here. So I'm just gonna play the princess next to counter the firecrackers as fast as possible. If the firecrackers is dead, we can able to play the Inferno Tower to counter the P.E.K.K.A. Then I can easily able to counter the P.E.K.K.A. with the Goblin Gang in this side. Even if we play the lightning spell, the Inferno Tower will easily melt down his P.E.K.K.A. End up playing the Valkyrie next to counter my spear goblin, so I'm just gonna play the goblin gang in the middle to counter the Valkyrie. So since he played the Hog Rider next, I'm gonna play my skeleton army to counter the Hog Rider as fast as possible. So the skeleton army as well as the spear goblins will move forward, so I'm just gonna play the golden bell on top, and he misses the lock spell, guys. Spear goblins will take lots of damage onto the princess tower. So just gonna play princess in the middle. He tossed my rocket on top of the princess tower here, and he ended up playing the P.E.K.K.A. So I'm just gonna play my Inferno Tower next. He also ended up playing the firecrackers next. So I'm just gonna play the skeleton army right now to counter the firecrackers as fast as possible. Because I know he definitely had the lightning spell, so he will definitely take on Inferno Tower with the lightning spell. So just gonna push forward with the golden barrel here. And he definitely plays the log, but he missed this, guys. Princess, one more shot will make us to win this game. GG, well played, good game, guys. The bonus tip is that if you want to get to a classic challenge batch, then click this video and I will see you there.